Hello there guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I will be giving my thoughts and opinions on the brand new 2020 Safari Ltd reveals. So, first up, this is the Concavenator. Now, Concavenator is a genus of early Carcharodontosaurid from Spain, and the Carnegie collection had added a Concavenator back in, I believe it was 2013, so it's nice to see Safari do an update of that figure. I know that some of these newer figures seem to be a bit iffy with some people, but actually I think the Concavenator looks quite nice. The sail is definitely there, the striping down the back looks quite nice, the red crest above the eyes looks very nice as well. It's interesting that it has a closed mouth, whereas other carnivore figures have their mouths open, so it's nice to see Safari doing something different. So yeah, I think it looks very, very nice. I look forward to seeing it in hand. Next up, we have the Deinonychus, and wow, this figure looks absolutely amazing. It's got beautiful feathering work. It looks so much like an eagle. I've heard many people say it does, and it really does. It looks like an eagle. It looks so beautiful, so it just looks so good. This is one of my highly anticipated figures for next year. I cannot wait to see this in hand. I mean, Safari, they really do great feathered theropods like the T-Rex, the Velociraptor, and the Dilophosaurus, and this just looks as good, if not better. So I cannot wait to get this figure in hand. It looks absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the Dilophosaurus. Now, this is another theropod that Safari have done with a closed mouth. Safari have previously done a few Dilophosaurus, two for the Carnegie line, and one for their Safari Ltd line back in 2007-2008. That one was okay, but it had a really oversized head and really protruding teeth, so I'm glad that Safari have decided to update it. I like the stripes down the tail, they're very cool. The head crests are an orange colour, it looks very nice. There's no feathering, which I do find odd considering they added feathers on the Dilophosaurus, but not on this one. I don't know, it seems a little odd, but I look forward to seeing better pictures of it in hand, because I think it will definitely look a lot better. Next up, we have another fantastic hadrosaur figure. This is the Edmontosaurus regalis. We can tell it's regalis because of the fleshy comb on the head that was identified back in December of 2013. This looks really, really beautiful. You can just see all the scale work that's gone into it. Safari have done great hadrosaurs in the past, especially with their Parasaurolophus and their Gripposaurus and their Iguanodon as well. So I really cannot wait to see this figure in hand. I think it's definitely going to be one of the larger ones. I think I heard some people saying it's going to be around 26 centimeters, so nearly a foot. I mean, it is around, I think, $26.99, $27.99 on Dan's Dinosaurs, so it's definitely going to be one of the larger figures. But it has to be, considering that Edmontosaurus was one of the larger hadrosaurs. But yeah, the colour scheme just looks really nice. The head comb is a nice bright red, so that looks really good. And yeah, I can't wait to get a brand new Edmontosaurus, because Safari have done one previously that was recently discontinued. So maybe we can use that as Edmontosaurus annectens, and this one, Edmontosaurus regalis. So yeah, look forward to seeing this guy in hand. Next up, we have a beautiful looking Ichthyosaurus. The colour scheme seems heavily inspired by orcas, with the black and the white. In Safari have done one before for the Carnegie line. It had an ammonite in its mouth. It was a really, really nice looking figure, and I think this one is just as good, if not better. I love the yellowy orange eye. It looks really, really nice, really vibrant. Yeah, this looks like a really great Ichthyosaur figure, and I look forward to adding it to my marine reptile collection. Next up, we have a brand new Pachycephalosaurus. And of course, the Carnegie line did a couple of Pachycephalosaurs, and this one is now the newest one, thanks to Safari. It's great to see another animal from the Hell Creek formation. I really like the colours, the orange and the grey, and sort of minty green work very well together. And it was something that I've noticed on the top of the dome. It looks like there's an injury. Like, there's a red spot, and it looks like there might be some like dried blood around it. I think that's really cool if that is indeed an injury that they've added it on there. I think that's a very clever thing to do, because I know that there are a lot of theories regarding Pachycephalosaurs and their domes and if they would have caused each other injury. But yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. And yeah, I look forward to putting it with my other Hell Creek dinosaurs. Next up, we have a brand new Tyrannosaur. This is Qianzhousaurus, or Pinocchio Rex. It was named and described in 2014, and is one of the long-snouted tyrannosaurs alongside Alioramus, and is from Asia. Very unique animal to choose, and the only other company that has done one is PNSO with their little minis. But oddly enough, unlike other safari tyrannosaurs recently where they've added feathers, Qianzhousaurus seems to lack them. I don't know if this is a design choice or due to the environment that it lived in, but it's weird how they gave feathers on the Yeti and the Rex. I mean, even though Yeti is known to have feathers, but they gave feathers on the Rex, but not give them to Qianzhousaurus. I don't know, it's a little weird, but I still think it looks nice. It does have that kind of drab brown that we do see quite a lot with these new figures. Looks to be some crests above the eyes as well. But yeah, I mean, I like Tyrannosaurs, so it'd be nice to add this guy to my collection. Next up is a very surprising figure that I didn't think they'd ever do, is the Sarcosuchus. It looks to be a very big and chunky figure. I have heard some people say it looks a lot like the Safari Caprasuchus, and I can see where they're coming from with the colour scheme and the pose, but it does look very, very good. I mean, it's nice to get a new Sarcosuchus figure, with the only other one being Collector's one, which was kind of small, but this one looks quite large. I've heard some people complain that the jaw is closed. I mean, personally, I don't mind it. I guess it would have been nice to have one that you could open and close, like on Collector and Papo figures. But yeah, I still think it looks very nice, and I look forward to seeing more images of this giant crocodilian. And last but not least, we have the Shringasaurus. Now, Shringasaurus is a very unique animal to choose, as it was only recently described in 2017. From it would appear a bone bed of around 7 to 8 animals of various sizes and potentially of different sexes. It looks like a very nice looking figure. Again, we've got that yellowy, brown, orangey colour. The horns at the top of the head are really cool. The males potentially may have been the only ones that had the horns due to the fossil evidence, but that's still up for debate. I know that recently the skeletal of Shringasaurus seems to indicate a much thicker neck, but as these are done a few years before, I can understand why they kept it like this. But it looks very nice and a very odd animal to choose from the Middle Triassic of India. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed my initial thoughts and opinions on the brand new 2020 Safari Ltd figures. I look forward to getting all of these figures and reviewing them, seeing them in hand. I think it's a really good year for Safari with all of these new figures. While there is only 9 figures, I don't mind. We've got some beautiful ones with like the Deinonychus and the Edmontosaurus, the Ichthyosaurus, and all the other figures. I really do look forward to getting these and putting them in my collection and reviewing them for you all. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please take care and have a great day. Bye!